before we do that, we need to make a couple of things. So let's get to collecting so we can start exploring. Okay, I know I need a couple of batteries. Let's see here. And I need the rebreather. Iron kit and fiber mesh, easy enough. I'll go ahead and pin these so I don't forget. Get rid of that one. Easy enough. Okay. Let's see what we have in storage. Okay. We have 1 copper. We have silver. We have the fiber mesh, so we can go ahead and make the rebreather. Unpin that blueprint. Okay, and it's automatically equipped. You see right there. Converts oxygen when diving deeper, absorbs and recycles CO2 into breathable air. Essentially, it makes your oxygen last longer. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of some of this other stuff too. Some lubricant. And then I'll go ahead and break down that metal salvage. Okay, that works. Dump everything I don't need. Wonderful. Okay, so I have 1 copper, so I have enough for 1 battery. Do I want to make another one? I'll do it later.
Congratulations, survivor. You have exceeded your weekly exercise quotient by 500%. Data indicates that swimming was your favorite activity.
Well.
Be sure to vary your routine for uniform muscle development. Welcome aboard, Captain.
Okay, where were we? That was nice. I thought I was going to have to go exploring a little bit more for additional resources. Had everything that we needed right next to us. Those big guys make a lot of noise. I like giant whales, I like them. Psycho over there. Radio. Wonderful. Check that out when we get back. Alright, starting to get deeper.
Warning, maximum depth reached. Hull damage imminent.
It was a lot quicker than I expected it. That's what she said. Okay, let's go ahead and explore this wreck a bit before we go any further. Get rid of that map. Come on, there we go. Down here, I know there's a data box somewhere. Is that the torpedo arm? Yeah, I'm not going to use that. I'm not going to bother with it. Bioreactor? Thermal plant! Even better. There's the data box. Plenty of upgrade console. Very nice.
New
We can
blueprint acquired.
add some upgrades to our Seamoth. So we get the Moonpool.
Remember,
Diamond.
the materials
Very
you
nice.
gather are the property of the All-Terra Corporation. You will be liable to reimburse the full market price. Your current bill stands at 3 million credits.
Yeah. Fuck that.
New blueprint acquired. Biodiversity in this region is unusually low. Cause unknown.
Command chair, office chair.
New blueprint acquired.
Okay, did I miss anything? Wow, this rebreather helps so much. Replenish our oxygen. Just look around like this for anything else we might have missed up here. Yep. Oh, there we go. And can't get through. What a tease. Is that the rest of the thermal plant? It is. Oh, Moonpool. Just kidding. But I'll take that too. Even better, in my opinion. Okay, so we'll have to come back once we get the laser cutter for this part as well, which is fine. The rest of the torpedo arm is right there. Again, don't need it. And we just got a pair of fragments of the thermal plant and the Moonpool, but we haven't found the entire thing. Radio down there. Okay, well that's unfortunate. That's fine. Replenish our oxygen and then go hit up this signal source. Anything up here? Nope. A whole bunch of glowy shit. Rubies. Those are helpful later on in the game. Don't necessarily need any right now. Actually, I might need one for the laser cutter. Okay, PDA.
Integrating new PDA data.
Lithium. Databox. Ultra high capacity tank.
New blueprint acquired.
Okay. Another PDA.
Signal location uploaded to PDA.
And we got a new signal source. Alright.
Integrating new PDA data.
Before I head back, I'd like to find some more shale. I'd like to grab some more diamonds before I have to head back. Grab some rubies too. Okay, there should be some along this wall here. Is that creature egg? Oh, sweet. Gel sacks.
New blueprint acquired.
Those are definitely going to be useful. Okay, before we get too far in, let's head back for some oxygen. Okay, we were heading this way.
New creature discovered.
Reggies, I actually need a couple of those. Scan that. Jill sack. Nice. Golden peeper. Alright, we need to get a little bit closer to our sea moth. I'm a little uncomfortable being this far away from it. I'm a little annoyed we didn't come across any more shale. That's fine. Other places to find it.
Warning. Local radiation readings suggest the Aurora's drive core has reached critical state. Quantum detonation will occur within 2 hours.
Silver. Shale. Sweet. Ah, alright. Anything else nearby? Limestone, limestone.
30 seconds.
Yeah, it's fine. Right next to the sea moth. Not too concerned about it. Okay, that's fine. Okay, drink some water. That's a pretty good haul. I forgot to grab another Reggie. I need to grab one before we leave this place. Whole lot of upgrades just became available thanks to getting the blueprint to that vehicle upgrade console. Yep. But that goes into the Moonpool, which we do not have the entire blueprint for yet. So I missed one. I like getting rid of these little notifications up there. They always bug me. What did I miss? Oh, aerogel. Okay, and then get rid of all these. These are all the voice logs that we've listened to so far. And we picked up 2. So here's the first one.
Keen? This is Aurora, come in. This is Keen. Life pod detached to Cape Planet fall in 30 seconds. The computer has identified a landmass at the attached coordinates. I want you to regroup the crew there. Understood, but they are your responsibility now. Don't let them down. Captain, you need to evacuate. Negative. You'll need the ship in one piece if you're going to contact HQ on the long range. I'm attempting a controlled descent. Captain?
That didn't sound very good, did it? Okay, and the other one is just text. To all crew, if you're reading this, then you have followed the automatic distress signal broadcast by this LifePod's onboard computer. Contrary to my orders, I have been forced to evacuate. Your orders are to disregard my safety and attempt to reach the designated rendezvous coordinates at the nearest landmass. Hope you see you there. So, we will be checking out some land here in a bit. First, we need to head back so I can unload some of this stuff so I can make some room. So we're going to have quite the haul on our way back. There. I can use a snack while I'm here too. And I forgot to get that Reggie. Damn. Oh well. Go back for it at some point. Probably just just do that off camera whenever I'm not recording. Okay. Dump all of those supplies. Dump those little fellas. Okay, sweet. And just so I don't have to worry about food for a while, I'm going to eat one of those nutrient blocks. Gives you a shitload of food. I'm not going to have to worry about eating anything for a while. Okay, that being said, let's head back. So, you can see... You can see the beacon right over here, but we don't technically need it. If you're ever playing this game and wondering where the island is, you can see that there's a little bit of fog right there. That's where the island is. So you don't necessarily need the beacon to find it.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Just find the fog, head that way. And I think the Aurora is going to go boom boom here pretty soon as well. So we'll get a little bit of a fireworks display. Stray from the straight line direction a bit. Let's see if we can come across anything else. God, this game is so beautiful. Vehicle bay, already have that. And we're at the Deep Grand Reef. This is very pretty, but it gets very, very deep. So I'll wait before we go exploring in there. Getting closer. Another radio transmission. I think I have 2 now pending. So we need to check both of those out whenever we get back to our escape pod. And we have made it. Would you look at that? There's one, I think there's 2 ways to get up from around the outside, but the easiest way is to just come underneath. Come in right here next to the beacon. Go ahead and scan these big boys while I'm down here. Ancient floaters.
Integrating new PDA data.
We have to board the Aurora, repair the long-range comms, make contact with the other survivors. We can't be the only 2 that made it.
Those are not the orders the captain gave me, and they are not the orders I'm giving Kid.
This isn't chain of command, it's survival.
My obligations as acting commander don't turn on their convenience. Get out of the water.
If I get into trouble, I'll send you my coordinates.
I can't let you go alone.
Then come with me.
You don't leave me much choice.
Received emergency transmission from Second Officer Keen 2 hours after last activity.
Rendezvous was a failure. Intercepted a transmission from Altera HQ. Seems they sent a data package to the Aurora. We were intercepted by a Leviathan-class predator before we could reach the ship. Consider the CTO and I lost at sea. Be safe. Keen, out.
Picking up multiple energy signatures on the island's surface.
Unfortunate, but it is what it is. So, Keen's nowhere to be found. But, as you heard from that little announcement, there are energy signatures here. Which means there's stuff to find. So let's get to it. This guy right here, Bulbo Tree. One of the most useful things in the game. Not only does it's edible, gives you food, but it also gives you a lot of water too. It's great. Okay, so there's one of them, and then I think the other one is... It might be on the other side of it. Yeah. Okay. And those little assholes are very annoying. Just gonna run right by them. Okay, there's the other one way over there. So we need to make it to the top right over here. And funny thing about this game, you can essentially scale these mountains like a Skyrim horse if you're careful enough, which I'm not being right now. Ah! Okay, I went the wrong way. This is the way I was supposed to go. Basket. Make sure I haven't missed anything yet, but I don't think I have. There is another small base right here around the corner. Take a ming plant. Right. Lantern fruit. Also very helpful. There you are. One down. I think the other one's in. Oh, he's up there. Okay. Yeah, cave crawlers. Exterior grow bed. It's going to be very helpful.
New blueprint acquired.
Marble melon and Chinese potato. Also both very helpful. Stasis rifle fragment. I gotta be honest, I don't use stasis rifle very often. I think it's very overpowered, but if you want to go hunting, it actually does make things pretty fun.
New blueprint acquired.
Multi-purpose room. Very, very helpful.
Integrating new PDA data.
Okay. You bastard. Oh, that's what I wanted. Okay, bulkhead.
New blueprint acquired.
Wall planter.
New blueprint acquired.
Ultraglide fins. Awesome. Battery. Another PDA.
Integrating new PDA data.
What? Okay. Scan it from inside. That's fine.
New blueprint acquired.
Okay.
Integrating new PDA data.
Now the PDA is over here.
Signal location uploaded to PDA. Integrating the new PDA data in the
Oh, we're gonna miss it.
The reactor will reach a supercritical state in T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
No! Well, I'm so sorry, guys. I tried. I almost made it.
The radiation suit has been added to your blueprint database.
Well, shit. Missed the big boom. Okay. Alright, well, let's keep exploring. I like these trees. It's a shame that you can't take the seed of those big trees with you. Okay. Back to where we started. We'll stop to turn around, whatever. A speckled rattler. I've already collected all this. I think this way. Yep. No, come on, game. There we go. I'm all turned around again. Crap. Fall off here. Slowly making our way up this mountain. There we are. This out for now. I already picked up both of those, but we'll take the little planters though.
New blueprint acquired.
Another PDA.
Integrating new PDA data.
And scan the observatory.
New blueprint acquired.
And the chair. Almost forgot the chair. Okay. I think that's everything up here. Okay, so now we may need to make it to the other mountain. But before I do that, let's listen to a couple of these.
This island is a godsend. Look out of the window. No predators. Fresh food.
No building materials, nothing left of the ship, and your kid says we're gonna starve without more grow beds. Speak up, kid.
It's true, Father. The natural growth rates are too slow to keep supporting us.
All I'm saying is ocean's got us surrounded. No use hiding. Sooner or later, we'll get our feet wet.
The rest of your life may have been a fight, Maida, but I've made my decision. You want to forfeit your emergency pay to take a swim? Go ahead.
Believe me, I'm thinking on it.
So button heads a little bit. Okay, so Paul was their captain. Marguerite was a hired merc, I believe, help him out. She's kind of a jack of all trades. She had a lot of different talents that you'll hear about through the rest of these voice logs. Bart is Paul's son. He's also a bit of a biologist.
Son, I said wait for the storm to pass. Your life's more valuable to me than a plant patch.
You stopped being in charge when the ship you were captaining sunk.
I'll stop being in charge when you take charge of yourself.
Say, Chief. Chief,
What?
do you know how to drain those grow beds of 40 tons of stormwater? Or how to conjure food from the air?
I know how to prioritize.
I'm just saying, if that's so, what's your boy's life worth to you today? If tomorrow you're gonna be so hungry you start wondering what he tastes like, let him go deal with the plants.
Son, go deal with the plants.
Bard, Torgal has disembarked the habitat.
Interfere with my family again, and when rescue arrives, I will leave you here. Do you understand me?
No rescue coming, Chief. Not in time. And no staying here neither. This rain keeps falling, sooner or later this place will be buried. The only choice we got is whether to get buried with it.
New blueprint acquired.
Okay, so they're button heads quite a bit.
Integrating new PDA data.
You see, Chief, you brought us to this sodden planet. Told us we'd see a lush payday. Now what do we got some 6 weeks later? A dead crew, a habitat that's half buried, food washed away.
I suppose the executive decisions would be better left to someone with your extensive experience of hitting people in the face.
I know enough not to take unscheduled detours to uncharted planets. That's something you don't want to learn the hard way.
Easy to judge a decision in hindsight. Harder to come up with a plan of your own.
Going already. We take what we can carry and hunker down in a cave somewhere. I scouted a site, a couple 100 meters deep, lots of metal deposits.
How do you imagine we'd live?
With ready access to building materials,
Welcome
like
aboard,
damn
Captain.
queens, a couple of water filters, a bioreactor, fresh fish. But Chief, we'll eat seaweed salad and drink our own urine if that's what it takes. All that matters is, do you got something better?
Send the coordinates to my PDA. I'll review your proposal.
Okay, so Marguerite's pushing for them to leave the island and found a location that would be suitable for him. Paul finally caved, and that's where it is right there, which we will explore in due time. Let's keep going.
What is that thing?
I don't know. I found it outside in the sand.
Part of another ship?
None I've ever seen.
It's not even scratched.
Talking about the purple tablet.
Don't fool around with it. It might be worth something.
Stand down, Chief. If it were gonna crumble to dust, it would have done so when I picked it up.
It's glowing.
We're not the first people to come to this planet.
People. Maybe. Could be aliens. Could be the damn sea monsters for all we know. One thing for sure, we ain't gonna find out by staying here.
Chief's log, 5 weeks since the crash. The only other...
Okay, so I should have played this one first. This is the very first one. He's kind of explaining their situation.
Chief's log, 5 weeks since the crash. The only other survivors are my son, Mott, and Maida, the cut-price mercenary I commissioned for the journey. After days drifting in the life pod, rain hammering on the roof, the weather cleared and we washed up here. I had Maida salvage the Degasi wreck, set Mott to finding us a stable source of food. His education is paying off sooner than I'd anticipated. Our only problem is Maida. She says the weather's going to turn. I say she's finding excuses to risk our lives. I imagine she's not going to weaken her life without a physical altercation, and she's itching for a fight. In every judgment she makes, things go from bad to worse. If she had my experience, she'd have more faith. Humans have spent millennia specializing in how to shackle nature to our will. This planet won't cause us any new problems. My one task now is to keep us alive, as comfortably as possible, until the insurance company arranges rescue. In this part of space, that could be months, or even years.
Okay, so the Degasi, the ship that all of these guys were on, was the first ship that crash landed here, and they were marooned. The Aurora picked up their distress beacon and swung by the planet whenever it crashed. So that is the timeline so far. There's more to it, but I'm not going to spoil anything just yet. Okay, so thanks to that mod, I can fit quite a bit more in here. Dump all of these little fellas in here. I can't fit all of them. Damn. Okay, that's fine. Radio transmissions.
This is Avery Quinn of Trading Ship Sunbeam. Aurora, do you read? Over. Nothing but vacuum. These Altera ships. They run low on engine grease, send an SOS, you offer to help, they don't pick up. Aurora, I'm out on the far side of the system. It's going to take more than a week to reach your position. Do you still need our assistance? Over. I'll try them again tomorrow. Damn charter's going to have us blowing our credits running errands for Altera. See what the long-range scans pick up in the meantime.
So the Sunbeam picked up the Aurora's distress beacon. The guy's a bit of a cunt about it. I don't think he's a fan of the Altera Corporation. That was the only one we had. Okay. Let's go ahead and make the radiation suit. Nice. Okay, all we need is the damn laser cutter, and we can go check out the Aurora. Tell you what, I'm gonna go looking for it off screen. I will see you guys once I find that blueprint. Alright guys, I found the laser cutter blueprint, as you can see on the top right of the screen, and I also grabbed some cave sulfur. So let's go ahead and build that. 2 diamond, battery, titanium, cave sulfur. Awesome. Okay, we have everything that we need to go explore the Aurora, but before we do that, I'm gonna go visit that broadcast location, the proposed habitat. Excuse you. Okay. This is one of my favorite biomes down here. It is so beautiful. More stasis rifle fragments. Modification station. Gladly take that. 2 more. Nuclear reactor fragment. I don't think I've ever seen one of those down here.
The conditions in this cave support a microcosm of unique, possibly predatory life forms. Detecting an artificial structure somewhere in the region.
I mean the one that I'm right next to.
New blueprint acquired. Integrating new PDA data.
Stasis rifle again. So just in case you missed it up on the island, you can always get it down here as well. Okay, so I think that's it for all the external scale. Power cell charger. I am not going to need one of these at all, but might as well grab it. Ultrafiltration, that's inside. I might as well get it now so I don't have to worry about it inside. This is a bit of a long scan, so.
New blueprint acquired.
Okay, that's the state stuff, right? Yep. Okay. Completely get the. Oh yeah, there was another. Just forgot about this PDA.
Integrate a new PDA data.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Okay. Oh, I forgot to play that one too, but I'll save it for later. Alright, let's listen to
These conniving corporate bourgeois, inbred, incompetent, self-absorbed jerks don't have a damn clue. The kid's not so bad. He's even useful. But I swear, everything that comes out of his father's idiot face is a narcissistic lie. He wants to stay in this cave, his problem. I'm the one doing the heavy lifting. When sea monsters are hunting you, you don't hide. You hunt the sea monsters. Then you build a bigger boat out of sea monster bones and you hunt bigger monsters. Keep going until there aren't any monsters left to hunt you. I'm going deeper. I'm gonna find what shot us down and I'm gonna tear its damn heart out. I started the prep work. The kids taught me how to make enameled glass. I've started stockpiling metal ores to build myself a sea moth. I'll raid the indoor grow beds before I leave.
So she is thinking of
Integrate
bailing.
new PDA data.
She is sick of Paul's shit.
Signal location uploaded to PDA.
And I didn't read what that data box was for, but something I already have, no big deal.
New blueprint acquired. Integrating
Did I
new
get everything in
PDA
here?
data.
Yep, okay, need to get out of here. What are you doing all the way down here? It's fine, it's just temporary damage. Okay. There is one other thing that I could check down here. There is... Yeah, I'll go ahead and do that. Might as well. Yeah, they have a couple of platforms that they've built down here as well, which you can check out for additional equipment and supplies. And a battery is helpful. Remember when I said I wasn't too worried about the lack of shale earlier? That King's broadcast location? It's because there's plenty down here as well. There's another location that you can get quite a bit of it too. But it's nice to have it this close to your... Where is it? Yeah, your escape pod, if you haven't built a base yet. Alright, that's all I'm going to do down here. Let's head back. Play another one of these voice logs.
Son, there is always a pecking order, and in our world, money makes a hierarchy. I pay Maida a fraction of what I pay you, and you a fraction of what I pay me.
If money makes the hierarchy, why is Marguerite making the decisions?
We need her. We let her think what she likes, so long as she does what she's told.
What if she doesn't?
For enough money, she will. People always do. We're already 200 meters below sea level. You want to go deeper?
Look around us, Chief. Water leaking through the hull, water outside the hatch. We're drowning. Real slow. If rescue arrives, whatever shot us down, it's gonna do it again and again until it's shut off. You see an off switch around here, Chief?
Why would it any more likely be half a kilometer down?
Your kid found something on the scanner. There's something down there. Something that shouldn't be.
You're mad.
I'm going all the same, and I have an idea you two are gonna follow. But if you do, be mindful. Your authority stopped at sea level.
You know what Maida told me today? She wants to build a habitat 500 meters below sea level, more than a kilometer northeast of here. And she needs Bart and I to do it. She's got it into her head that she can save us if she just acts recklessly enough. But I've hauled Star Wars to Neptune, Plasteel to the Federation. This family operates 9 different mining colonies across the Ariadne Arm. Maida thinks she's better suited to lead. Her contract still says otherwise. But I just cannot damn well tell whether it's the stupidest idea I ever heard, or my only hope. I turned 80 years old last week. I thought I had another 80 in me, but marooned on this planet, there's no swapping out of my liver when the old one fails. Here, I'm mortal. And Maida is useful. So, it's my responsibility to make a decision. Return to the island and hope whatever knocked the Degasi out of the sky won't do the same to the rescue ship. Or take us deeper in search of answers. And all the while be hoping old age gets me before the sea monsters do. I'll give Maida just one thing. She was right about these caves. There's enough lithium there to fabricate 100 tons of plasteel. Enough for a damn fleet of Cyclops submarines. There was nothing anyone could have done to avoid crashing here. But I was right to order the detour. If we get off this planet, they'll be talking about the Torgal share price on the other side of the Federation.
Okay, if you can't tell, Paul's motivations are almost completely monetary, financial. Okay, let's check out what Bart has to say.
I thought it might get claustrophobic living underwater. Father feels it is. He'd tell me it was childish, but I stare out the window and sometimes I think how lucky I am to see this world up close. Back on the island, I wouldn't have believed the creatures that live down here. The fish, they glow. There's one that's 90% eyeball. Snakes twice the length of a habitat compartment. Certainly, it's not all friendly. Most of the plant life is toxic. I learned that the hard way. But I've managed to coax some marble melons into growing indoors. And when they don't cover our dietary needs, well, we eat the fish themselves. It's a bit gross, but there's nothing they wouldn't do. I've been attempting to document my findings. Father approves. He says understanding is power, that the more we know about this planet, the more we can use it to our advantage. I'm just doing it because it's fun. It's not easy without proper equipment and network access, but the old-fashioned way, observing, taking notes, testing theories, shows me the world in a way a spectroscopic analysis never could. Lately I've been watching the crab snakes. They ambush their prey as it tries to feed on the mushrooms they hide in. What they don't eat settles on the seabed, which fertilizes the mushrooms, which feeds the herbivores, and so the chain continues. Co-evolution gives me the fuzzies.
So Bart's really enjoying himself down here. Oh, come on.
Something incredible just happened. Since we're down here, I had this plan to build equipment and study the life forms we were encountering, but I didn't have enough enameled glass. So, I started looking for a natural substrate that would strengthen the glass we have. And those stalker teeth we've been finding fit the bill. Only, well, we needed more. That's when Marguerite got interested. She actually listened to me, more than I can say for Father. And I worked up the courage to talk about my more tentative theories. When I told her they were attracted to metal deposits, that their teeth get dislodged when they pick them up, her eyes narrowed and she dashed out of the room. 3 hours later, she came back, her pack loaded down with stalker teeth. I asked her about it. She shrugged and said my theories were good. Said she had the meeting out of the palm of her hand. I think she meant it literally. She is incredible. She went out to the kelp forest armed with just a heat blade and went fin to fin with a pack of stalkers. On the one hand, that is the coolest thing I have ever heard. On the other, well, I hope the stalkers didn't come off worse than Marguerite did. She had a huge gash on her forearm. I don't think things went as smoothly as she made out. And what's the point in surviving here if we have to kill everything that makes it so wonderful? I wish I knew more about these animals, but Father won't let me leave the habitat. Maybe with all this glass, we could build a containment unit and get up close to them.
Okay, so that one tells you how to make the enameled glass, which you'll need later on. And you get it from mixing glass with stalker teeth. Stalkers like to munch on the metal salvage that you saw just a while ago while I was wandering around while this thing was playing. And when they do that, they will gradually drop teeth. You can collect those, mix them with the glass, get your enameled glass.
This is the first time I've seen sunlight in months. After all that time in the deep, I'd been dreaming of it. Now that I'm back here, I'm finding it hard to enjoy alone. Father was right. We should never have left this place. We shouldn't have gone so deep. They do not want us down there. Despite my best efforts, ill health is taking hold of me. The visions are getting worse. Marguerite and Father are now part of the ecosystem of this incredible planet. It's reassuring to know that when I go, I'll join them. Until then, well, there's always the view.
So something happened down there. Paul and Marguerite didn't make it. Bart made his way back up to the surface to that island. That's where he made that last voice log. We will find out what happens whenever we can get the ability to go much deeper. Where is that? I can't see. There it is. Yeah, 500 meters deep. We cannot make it there just yet, but we will eventually. So, with that being said, we've done pretty much everything that we can with the Degasi storyline. The Aurora is ripe for exploration, and we will be doing that next time. Thanks for watching.